Alright then guys, welcome back to our latest live stream. We do have a tornado most likely on the ground over near Michigan. We do have this red polygon. If we look at the velocities at the moment, there's definitely strong rotation northeast of Edwardsburg. We do also have a debris signature on this tornado for the last couple minutes, just northeast of Edwardsburg. You can see there over the last couple minutes. So there's most likely a tornado on the ground moving east of Cassopolis and east of Penn as well. This is most likely a tornado on the ground with strong rotation. Up in Michigan, which is in the 2% tornado risk. If we do look at today's risk as a whole, we do have two 10% risks. One from Springfield down northeast of McKinney, and also one for places like Manhattan and Kansas City. And I'll get more into the other risks in just a moment. But we are gonna cover this tornado warning for the moment, because this is most likely once again a tornado on the ground. It could even be large. Could be a large tornado. As you can see, there's strong rotation on the storm to the south of Cassopolis. Let's quickly look at the latest correlation. There's most likely something on the ground there. So once again, most likely a tornado on the ground right now, just to the west of Cassopolis. Sorry guys, I'm just changing something with the title. But yeah, once again, there's most likely a tornado on the ground in Michigan at the moment. Let's have a look at the velocities once again. Definitely a strong hotplot just to the south of Cassopolis, where we do most likely have a tornado on the ground. Okay, this all should be good now. So yeah, once again, we do have a possible tornado on the ground just to the south of Cassopolis. There is a debris signature with this as well. Once again, just to the south of Cassopolis. We have been having a debris signature for quite a while now, just north of Edwardsburg, and it's tracked northeast over the last couple scans. This one right now possibly lifted now, still potentially a weak tornado just to the west of Calvin Center. If you look at this on velocity, if that's updated, it's not, but definitely a brief area, or broad area, sorry, of rotation at the moment. And if you are just tuning in, we do have a 10% tornado risk. If I just one from Springfield, including places like Fort Smith and Fayetteville, one near Manhattan and Kansas. And today's risk is going to be an enhanced risk. If I pull this up here, a large enhanced risk, mostly driven by the hail risk, but we do also have a tornado risk, like I just showed you guys. If we actually look at the wind risk today, it's going to mostly just be to these northern storms over in Des Moines, Kansas City, and just west of Daveport. The biggest risks today will be some larger hail, where we could see upwards to baseball-sized hail in any of the red areas. Just leave it on this. But yeah, once again, this could still be a tornado on the ground. It was definitely on the ground just a couple of scans ago. You can see that strong area of rotation. It very quickly came together. Actually. So yeah, this should just get outdated. So yeah, this is what it's looking like now. I actually think it's going to go a little bit east of this warning. Like that sort of way. Over just to the west of Fabius in Michigan. We actually just got a severe thunderstorm warning over in Florida. Look at this. We got 1 inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts just to the north of Bonify at the moment. Let's go back to our tornado warning. Oops. Yeah, there's most likely been a tornado on the ground. It may not be on the ground at the moment, but it's definitely been on the ground. We can see that large hook at the moment, just south of Penn. If you look at the velocities, definitely an area of rotation just north of Calvin Center. This will most likely recycle and try and produce another tornado. This is in a very favourable environment. Also, there's no storms that could mess with this. It's in a very isolated area, so nothing can stop it dropping another tornado if it does decide to. Possibly not on the ground anymore, if so, with a very weak one. But yeah, once again, we do have a enhanced risk of severe weather with a 10% risk. You can also look at this on the top right hand side of your screen. You can see there's a 30% hail risk, and there is a 15% damaging wind gust risk with all of these storms. There probably is still a tornado on this. It may have occluded. The rotation on the storm was definitely a lot more impressive. Just to the north of Edwardsburg was its peak there. Well, that could have been, well, it was most likely on the ground, and then that moved its way up into Calvin Center and has continued to occlude. We do also have that's not what I meant to do, a severe thunderstorm warning for eastern Geneva and just north of Bonifay at the moment, where some hail and some damaging wind gusts will be a risk with this storm. We are actually starting to see some storms to develop in the Florida Panhandle at the moment, just to the south of Dauphin. A couple of cells trying to form. And today's main risk is going to be once again in this enhanced area for places like Lincoln, just south of Des Moines, east of Oklahoma City, and moving into the northeast of Dallas, including Fort Smith, Tulsa, and Kansas City. I don't know when storms are firing. We can go through the... Okay, I'm pretty sure storms are starting to bubble up. Just south of Greenwood at the moment. Check Dallas. We possibly do have some cells starting to form as well. I check Oklahoma City. So there's definitely some storms trying to develop. Let me actually turn this on. So yeah, there are going to be some cells forming at the moment. You can see to the northeast of Antlers at the moment. Some cells are trying to bubble up. But yeah, there was most likely a tornado on the ground with this storm just to the south of Cassopolis. There could still be. It's definitely an impressive looking storm with a big hook, little hail core in there. Definitely a supercell. If you look at velocities, this is a broad area of rotation, a strong broad area of rotation. So most likely nothing on the ground if you look at correlation at the moment. Not seeing anything confirmed just yet. But we did have a tornado on the ground a couple of scans ago. You can see just to the north of Edwardsburg, and this did track its way just south of Cassopolis, and it did occlude. It does also have a strong coupler on the storm. You can see there just north of Edwardsburg. Okay, the storm's going to be trying to reorganize as it does get closer to places like Penn and Flowerfield. But while that threat's not looking imminent, we are going to look at the model for today. Where's that from? I guess we'll just have to check with that in a sec. Might have been the tornado warning updating. But yeah, once again, we are starting to see some cells developing out there in the enhanced risk as we get closer in about half an hour's time. A cluster of storms and cells will start to develop just north of Dallas, going up into Kansas City, and some storms just to the west of Manhattan. All of these could produce a tornado and some significant hail with some damaging wind gusts as well. If I move this through, places like Dallas, Fort Smith, Tulsa are all going to be around these cells. Also, some firing up in western Oklahoma, also western Kansas. If I move this through in about 5 hours, we are going to see a widespread area of showers and thunderstorms and cells. Okay. As we move through into the late tonight, we will start to see these storms develop into more of a band where we could have some tornadoes, some damaging wind, and some very large hail. As we move through into very early tonight, right around 1 o'clock in the morning, we do have this cluster of storms, all of which could produce damaging wind gusts, a couple of tornadoes, and some large hail, and this will move its way eastwards, where we do go into tomorrow's risk, which is a slight risk of severe weather. I don't think the HRRR gets that far, but we do have a risk from Memphis to Dallas to Houston, including places like Jackson, and we do have one just in places like Columbus and Cleveland as well. Let's go back to this tornado one. But yeah, once again, this was most likely a tornado on the ground just a bit ago. I don't think it's on the ground anymore. Don't know why it's struggling to load. I heard. Definitely a broad area of rotation, just southwest of Penn at the moment. This could try and could try and drop another tornado as it does move to the northeast. Once again, it was producing a tornado at around 10 minutes ago. We can actually look at the correlation coefficient. You can see the storm developing, and then it got the debris ball, which was that one there, as it moves its way eastward. But yeah, once again, there was most likely a tornado on the ground. I don't know where I've lost it. Oh, there it is. Just south of, well, there it is, sorry, just north of Edwardsburg. You can see that it dropped and then moved its way northeast. It's just south of Cassopolis, and then it has begun to recycle, so there's not going to be a tornado on the ground at the moment, at least. But we do have a large area of rotation, broad rotation. You can see that area there, some very broad rotation there. We did also have a severe thunderstorm warning in the Florida Panhandle just south of Dothan, which will be producing 1-inch sized hail and also some 60 mph damaging wind gusts as it does move its way up into South Dothan and into places like Slocombe, Norma and Fayette. So there guys, I'm just quickly trying to But yeah, today's risk is going to be a big risk. We do have an enhanced risk of severe once again. And I will just touch upon yesterday we did have multiple tornadoes in western Oklahoma and northwest Texas. Definitely an interesting event. But today we do have an enhanced risk just south of Des Moines, Lincoln, Wichita, or just east of Wichita, places like Fort Smith, Fayetteville, and Springfield, and Kansas City. There are some storms just to the northeast of Atlanta at the moment. Might be producing some pea-sized hail. This has not updated for a little bit. Oh no. Once again, this is a broad area of rotation just to the west of Fabius. It was producing a tornado a little while ago, around 20 minutes ago. And if we do once again look at the tornado risk for today, we do have two 10% risk, one for Kansas City and Manhattan, the northern risk, for places like northwest Kansas, and also this risk for eastern Oklahoma, northeast Texas, places like Fort Smith and Fayetteville, and just south of Springfield, where a EF2 plus tornado is a possibility today. Any of these areas is definitely a risk today. And I'm pretty sure we're starting to see tornado, or not tornadoes, but storms starting to develop in this 10% area. Let's actually look at the Cape out there at the moment. We did actually do a video about Cape, about the what it is. We explained what it was. We'll look at the mesoscale discussions in just a moment. But yeah, feel free to go check out that video. As you look at the significant tornado parameter values, we do have some values in Oklahoma at the moment, and the peak risk will be anywhere in about 5 hours. These two risks, if you look, just this one just to the northwest or south or west of Fort Smith, and this one from Kansas City down into Washington, Wichita, where we could see a couple tornadoes. And if we do look at the Cape, like I was going to do, we'd have a lot of Cape Philly storms out there at the moment, anywhere from Dallas, Oklahoma, even stretching up into Oklahoma, and this will remain. How do I get that tool? Let me see. How do I get a reading? Okay, we should be able to get a reading. Okay, this tornado warning did just get issued. Let's take a reading. So some spots we could reach above 2000 Cape. But yeah, once again, we did just get a new tornado warning. This is just a continuation. I did say that this was moving a little bit more to the northwest. So this is a continuation. Very broad area of rotation. Heading into Fabius at the moment. Nothing confirmed at the moment though. If we look at this storm just south of Dothan once again, this is going to be producing 1 inch sized hail and also some damaging wind gusts as it does move its way into places like Slough, Combe, Fayetteville, Norman, Estow, and eventually moving into the direction of South Dothan and then eventually Dothan. We do have quite a lot of storms developing in the Florida Panhandle at the moment. If you look at these on the radar, anywhere from northwest Tallahassee going into just north of Panama City. We do have some cells starting to fire up. This warning did just shrink a little bit. If you guys are over in Dothan, it will probably go to your west, maybe hit the west side of Dothan. It does have a lot of storms, places like northeast Montgomery and just southwest of Atlanta. There are a lot of storms firing around Atlanta at the moment, actually. This one over East McDonough has absolutely exploded. Maybe get severe warned for some hail. If we look at the Chick-fil-A camera at 725 Atlanta Highway. See whether this wants to play ball and load. It does. Some towering clouds out there. They are high echo topped. So if you look at the echo tops on these things at the moment. So yeah, these are high echo top storms. This one just to the south of Mulberry is towering to over 40,000 feet at the moment. So yeah, these storms are going to have high echo tops today. This one just southwest of Durham, looking like 30,000. Let's go back up to our tornado warning for Michigan. Places like Three Rivers. They have a hook on this storm and also a broad area of rotation. This storm was producing a tornado a little over 20 minutes ago. Definitely a broad area of rotation at the moment. I'm just gonna be a moment. I'm just gonna go get some water. So just bear with me, guys. And just give me 1 moment. Okay. Alright then, guys, water has been acquired now. So yeah, once again, we do have this tornado warning south of Fabius, or just to west of Fabius, sorry, with a broad area of rotation. Once again, a broad area of rotation to the west of Fabius. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to set up my mic. Okay, we should be good now. Once again, a broad area of rotation for places like Fabius. This was a storm that was just producing, or most likely producing, a tornado a little over 20 minutes ago. Just getting new alert. Okay, tornado watch just got issued. You can see here places like Oklahoma City, Tulsa are all included in this tornado watch. This literally just got issued a minute ago. A few tornadoes and a couple of intense tornadoes possible. I did say this a minute ago that we were going to look at them as a scale discussions, so that's what we are going to do now. This was actually for our 60% chance of watch. You can see here parts of central and eastern Oklahoma, isolated to widely scattered strong storms, to severe storms. Development may gradually initiate through 3 to 6 p.m. This may include supercells accompanied by large hail and at least some risk for some tornadoes. So that is just the new watch that just got issued a couple of minutes ago. This does also stretch into places like western Fort Smith. This storm, up here, there is this is the 80% risk, where a strong tornado is a possibility. Monitoring for increasing severe potential. This afternoon, initial threat should be large hail and damaging winds with a gradual increasing tornado threat. So there could be a moderately strong tornado. And we did also have a mesoscale discussion of places like Chicago and southwest Michigan. A couple of strong to severe storms are possible. I don't think a watch will be issued for this mesoscale discussion. But yeah, once again, we do have a tornado warning. This was producing a tornado a little over 20 minutes ago. At the moment, though, we do just have a very broad area of rotation, just west of Three Rivers and just currently north of Fabius. And we do also have a severe thunderstorm warning just south of Dothan. Oh no, sorry, just south of Dothan at the moment. Places like Slocombe, Malvern, Hartford, and southwest Dothan. This is for some damaging wind gusts. For this storm right here, just southwest of Hartford at the moment, or southeast, sorry. And we did just get a tornado watch for Oklahoma, and going into Dallas. If I actually read the wording for this tornado watch, not actually say it, just says the areas. But yeah, we could see, if we look at this area with our tornado outlook for today, this is in our 10% risk. This northern risk though, places like Topeka, St. Joseph, and also Manhattan, definitely in the risk for some stronger tornadoes. This is what the SBC mesoscale discussion is saying. Could potentially have a stronger long track tornado, EFT plus definitely being a possibility. We do also have a large 5% risk going all the way up into Milwaukee, going just down into Dallas, where a EF2 plus tornado is going to be a risk. And in Michigan, we did have a tornado on the ground a little over 20 minutes ago, once again, probably more like half an hour ago at the moment. This was on the ground not so long ago. Definitely an interesting storm. This could try to reorganize, or may start, or may be trying to recycle at the moment. can actually see it's looking like it's recycling at the moment. And this tornado warning did just get contained into places like Fabius, Three Rivers, where there is a broader rotation at the moment. I'd be surprised if a tornado is on the ground or becomes on the ground in about 10 minutes. It could actually be one on the ground at the moment. There's just not enough evidence at the moment. They also have a severe warning for just southwest of Dothan. This is not looking as severe, but it's damaging wind could come out of the storm. And I will mention once again that we do have a lot of storms developing in the Florida Panhandle. If we play through the latest, we can see a lot of cells starting to develop. And once again, we did just literally just get a tornado watch. If we look at this on the map, you can see right here. And this is for our southern mode of storms. There are going to be more northerly storms, but this is for southern storms. Now the Oklahoma City, Fort Smith, Tulsa, and Dallas. But yeah, these storms, let me see, up in Topeka don't look to be forming at the moment. These storms over near Oklahoma are definitely rapidly intensifying, rapidly developing. This one just to the east of Ardmore at the moment looking like one of the more interesting ones. This could go severe warned in a little while. But yeah, once again, if you are just joining us, there was or most likely a tornado on the ground for Michigan. I'm not thinking it's on the ground at the moment. It's still a concerning storm just southwest of Three Rivers is where a tornado would be. Okay, it just got updated. I don't think it got updated to observe now. Some weird, a broad eye rotation. And did you get a new alert? What is going on? How is this so? Okay, apparently this is a PDS tornado now. Okay. What? I don't know what's going on. Did my radar amigo glitch? What's going on? It says radar indicated. This is a particularly dangerous situation and it is a radar indicated tornado. There's a damaging tornado on the ground and it is radar indicated. Apparently. Okay, this is a PDS tornado warning once again, so take it seriously. This is a interesting situation. Let me look at it from a different radar. Okay. Okay, there is possibly a tornado heading into Three Rivers at the moment. They do have it as PDS. It's a particularly dangerous situation. Tornado is happening at the moment. I still don't understand. How is this PDS? From this radar, it does not look like a PDS tornado. Oh, we did actually just get a tornado report just northwest of Edwardsburg, sorry, and a picture was obtained to a house in this location. But once again, we have a PDS tornado warning. That means that this is a particularly dangerous situation. That is a little couplet just to the or right over Three Rivers. It is, if there is a tornado on the ground, it's most likely hitting Three Rivers at the moment. As you can see, this is a PDS tornado warning. That does mean it is a particularly dangerous situation. I don't know why it's not updating on the overlay. I did not see this becoming PDS. So. But yeah, we do have a PDS tornado running at the moment. And PDS stands for particularly dangerous situation. So if you're in this area, seek shelter and get to the lowest floor of your home or building. And get into an interior room as well. So you're a PDS tornado warning. This does stand for particularly dangerous situation, where a violent tornado is definitely a possibility. Particularly dangerous situation. There's most likely a large tornado on the ground, right over Three Rivers at the moment. It's a radar indicated PDS tornado warning, and there is most likely a strong tornado on the ground at the moment. So there is a tornado in progress, most likely, just to the northeast of Three Rivers. Yeah, this is. So there is a tornado on the ground at the moment. If we actually look at this is a strong tornado that's on the ground. Okay, yeah, that is a strong tornado on the ground at the moment for places just southwest of Three River Municipal Drive and Haynes Airport. This is a strong tornado on the ground. Radar indicated a strong tornado. Just northeast of Three Rivers at the moment. A strong tornado, you can see that. A lot of debris ball there. You can also see the couplet on velocity. Just to the northeast of Three Rivers. Right there. Where a strong tornado is most likely on the ground. You can see that debris ball right there. Just to the northwest of Three Rivers, a strong tornado is on the ground. A strong tornado is on the ground. Once again, there is most likely a strong tornado on the ground, heading in the direction of Southwest Parkville and heading in the extreme long track of Leonidas. Once again, this is most likely a strong tornado on the ground. That's your couplet there. This is the correlation. Most likely a tornado, potentially a strong tornado on the ground. But yeah, once again, this is a PDS tornado warning. That does mean particularly dangerous situation. So this is most likely a violent tornado that's on the ground. Just to the east of Three Rivers at the moment. And this is where it most likely be located. It's actually best shown on reflectivity at the moment. Hitting the Three Rivers airport. Once again, this is a PDS tornado warning. This is a Strong tornado on the ground. Let's see that debris ball once again right over the airport. Is most likely hit this airport. Strong area of rotation. This is once again a PDS tornado. Just to the northeast of Three Rivers. But yeah, if you're on this warning, and we'll most likely see a continuation. The damage to that is now considerable. That's a sign that it was. But there is there was actually a new severe thunderstorm warning. We'll actually check out that in just a moment. The storm is definitely a lot more impactful. I mean, this is potentially a very violent tornado on the ground. EFT plus in the southwest of Michigan at the moment. This is most likely a large tornado. It's going to be doing a large or a lot of destruction just northeast of Three Rivers. Has moved its way through this town, and it did most likely drop on the eastern side of Three Rivers. I mean, this is just a really bad situation. A PDS tornado warning. A dangerous situation, a violent tornado. This is not something that you want to be saying. A really big area of rotation, just south of Parkville at the moment, just to the east of Three Rivers Municipal Dr. Haynes Airport. That actually most likely got a direct hit of this, and this tornado will very soon be moving off this warning, so we're going to need to see a new warning issued pretty soon here. Once again, a PDS tornado warning. This is not something that you mess around with. Just north of Centerville, a large tornado is on the ground. This is not something that you want to be messing around with. Just to the north of Centerville at the moment. East Three Rivers. Most likely on Haltom Road at the moment. Haltom Road. This is a large tornado that's on the ground now in southwest Michigan. A large tornado. This is a PDS warning, which does stand for particularly dangerous situation. You guys need to be paying paying very strong attention to this. This tornado will actually be moving out of this warning soon, so we'll probably have to see a continuation of this warning. Still an area of debris. If we actually take this through a couple scans ago, you could see that just to the northeast of Three Rivers, then it hit the airport, and then it has continued to move. That severe thunderstorm warning, which is in Oklahoma at the moment. We did actually get some new reports for that storm, so you have to look at that. So 1 inch size hail and 60 mph wind gust just north of Dickinson. Okay, let's go up to this. We just got a new report north of Elkhart. Trees down and topwood center pivot in this location. So a tree was down from this tornado before, then it's recycled, and now just to the north of Centerville, a potential large tornado is on the ground. Still a large area of rotation, a strong area of rotation. Most likely a tornado on the ground, and it could be strong. But yeah, once again, Michigan was nowhere near the main risk for today. This has been a weird storm. It's developed in a marginal risk. New warning. A tornado emergency. Holy smokes. Wait, no. Oh. Dude, there's a tornado emergency. There's a tornado emergency for places like Leonidas. A tornado emergency's just been issued. This is so bad. North of Centerville. This is just southwest of Melbourne. There's a tornado emergency. This is only ever issued whenever the strongest tornado is on the ground. This is ridiculous. This is in southwest Michigan. A tornado emergency. A tornado emergency have just been issued. This is insane. This is so serious. I mean, this is like so bad. I mean, just north of Centerville, this is so bad. I actually can't, like, there's a PDS tornado warning. This is just ridiculous. This is not issued that often. A tornado emergency. Emergency management has confirmed, sorry. And yeah, most likely a tornado trying to reach the ground at the moment. A tornado emergency is now been issued. But yeah, a tornado emergency has been issued. This has been observed. Actually, say it's been observed by weather spotters just to the southwest of Leonidas at the moment. Places like Mandan. A large tornado is on the ground. Give it to this radar. A tornado emergency. This is ridiculous, guys. I'm looking at a live storm trace on my other feed right now, and there is most likely a tornado on the ground, but I'm not sure why it's tornado emergency. It's most likely a tornado on the ground. Yeah, interesting risk at the moment. Just to the south of Mandan. A tornado's on the ground just south of Mandan. A tornado emergency is to the south, or is in South Michigan at the moment. This is insane. I'm actually not sure why it has it as a tornado emergency. I don't know what's going on. I mean, I'm looking at someone's feed at the moment, and I'm not sure what. I mean, a tornado emergency. I mean, once again, most likely a strong tornado just on the southern side of Mendon, heading into Leonidas in a moment. If you look at the correlation, I generally don't know what's going on. This is insane. Once again, a large tornado is on the ground. It's an insane tornado. It's most likely on the ground just south of Menden. This is a tornado emergency at the moment. Dude, I don't know what's going on. Okay, let me just close Radar Amiga for a second. Because I generally don't know what's going on. I mean, this is insane. How is that? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. How is it tornado emergency? I mean, this isn't tornado emergency. I don't know what's going on with radar. What? I feel like I've been hacked. Okay, there's a PDS tornado warning. I don't know why. And everybody's radar amigo was literally just tornado emergency. It was not a tornado emergency. Tornado possible. It's not even PDS. I don't know what's going on. I actually don't know. We just get a new severe thunderstorm warning. And golf ball size tail and a tornado is definitely possible with the storm. I don't know. Apparently there was just a tornado emergency. A fake tornado emergency. I don't think that was actually issued. I don't know what's going on. I know Radar Amiga just got an update, but this is like, I mean, let's go down to just southwest of Sulphur at the moment. We do have a severe warning from larger hail and some damaging wind gusts. If we move back up, just southwest of Portage, or just southeast. Sorry. Some large hail and a tornado being possible. Dude, why was that? How was that tornado emergency? Because I don't know what's going on. This is insane. I mean, I don't know what to say other than this is just Radar Amiga is just completely. I don't even know what to do. I don't know if we should get another radar or something. Should I get a radar scope? Radar scope. Let me try. Get this download because I've got no idea what's going on. I've got no idea what's going on with. Okay, let's go have to stick with Radar Amiga for a sec. I don't know what's going on with Radar Amiga. But yeah, there is a possible large tornado just south of Menden at the moment. Or a possible tornado on the ground. Just south of Menden. And now a severe thunderstorm warning. To the north side of the storm where a tornado is possible. And golf ball size tail. Let's have a look at these storms over in Oklahoma. Yeah, they are starting to fire at the moment. Just give me 1 second to get some more water. Just literally give me like 2 minutes. But yeah, once again, I don't know what is going on with Radar Omega. He just had this as a tornado emergency. This is so confusing, man. Pretty sure it's got a new update. I'm actually going to try download a radar scope. I know, okay. Radar scope. That. So the guy just give me a sec. Radar scope. Um, wait, radar. I can't do that. Just give me a sec. How do I? Oh, jeez. Oh, I don't know what's happened to Radar Omega, guys. It's been questionable. Oh yeah, you've got to pay for radar. Oh, let me try to do this, dude. Okay, I just have to stay to Radar Omega. Okay, this is. But I observed tornado on the ground now. Just west of Leonidas, we do have some strong rotation. I observed tornado warning. This is PDS. And let's go back to this severe storm in Oklahoma for just places northeast of Dickinson and south of Mill Creek. Got no warning. This is actually the storm just west. Right, we do have a 1 inch size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Once again, there was actually a tornado. It's actually been reported now. I've seen videos. Just to the west of Centreville, there was numerous reports of significant damage on the southwest side of Three Rivers. Storm chasers and emergency management confirmed multiple tornadoes touching down prior to the damage. So we did have multiple tornadoes touching down. Most of these were just little, quite small tornadoes. This is a crazy storm. So many tornadoes it's been dropping. I still don't know what happened to Radar Omega, how it said. I'm. Let me have a look. What yeah, so weather-wise, only ever had it as a tornado or PDS. So it's still a PDS. It just I don't know why it went emergency. I got really stressed out. A PDS tornado warning just southwest of Leonidas. Oh yeah, and also a severe thunderstorm warning just for the northern side of the storm. Some larger hail and some and a tornado possible. Let's go check up. What is it now? Okay, this is now not observed. It is a radar indicated warning. Okay, I think radar Omega's fine now. It was just really glitched before. And it's got a new warning. Okay, so radar indicated now with 1 inch size tail. Still some rotation on this. It's the south side of Leonidas. Let's go back to these storms. A lot of storms firing up just southwest or south of Oklahoma City, sorry. Southeast. Multiple cells starting to develop. These will have a tornado risk as they do mature. Actually look at the categorical risk for today and the tornado risk actually. Right here, we have a large 10% area for the southern nodes of storms, Fort Smith, Fayetteville, that's the worst circle I've ever done, Springfield, Fort Smith, and Wrightsville, and northwest of Kansas City as well. And we did just get a tornado watch for these northern mode of storms. Literally just got issued. This is a big day today. You've already seen a large tornado in southwest Michigan. I mean, this has just been a crazy start to the stream. Radar Media said that there's a tornado emergency when there wasn't. I mean, a lot of things have happened. And a large tornado was on the ground. It didn't quite go tornado emergency. But yeah, if you are liking this this live coverage, I would greatly appreciate it if you could consider subscribing. I've just crossed the hour mark on the stream. But yeah, once again, 2 severe thunderstorm warnings in Oklahoma at the moment. Just south of Mill Creek. Some hail and damaging winds on these storms. Got loads of cells starting to develop one just southwest of Paulswood, west of Wynwood, and in the Chickasaw Nation. And we do have just loads of cells trying to develop. One just south of the Oklahoma City metro in Norman, trying to develop. So many cells trying to develop. It's a very favourable environment. A lot of warnings are going to be issued today, and a lot of tornadoes are going to touch down. Once again, our first one was in Michigan. Did go PDS. It was not a tornado emergency, and like Radar Omega said, it was a PDS tornado warning. And this storm's long track path will be Union City. Just some very broad rotation on that at the moment. And also, we did just get a new severe thunderstorm warning. Wow, that is the longest severe thunderstorm warning I have ever seen in my entire life. Going all the way into Albion. It's like half of the entire state. It isn't, but that's a long warning, guys. For just north of Union City, tornado possible and some small hail, and maybe some higher wind gusts in that as well. But yeah, we do have 1 tornado warning and 3 severe now. But yeah, if you guys are just joining us in the northeast or in the top right hand side of your screen, we do have the SBC Day 1 outlook, where we do have an enhanced risk, a 10% hatch tornado risk, which just means that there's a 10% risk of a EF2 plus tornado happening within a 25-mile radius. And we do also have a 30% hail risk, which will be the driving factor of today's risk. On with the tornado risk, and we do have a smaller wind risk, but some damaging wind gusts are going to be a possibility. So we did actually just get a tornado watch for places like Des Moines, Salina. Storms are going to begin to fire. Let's see. Yeah, okay, these cells are the first ones of the day, trying to bubble up. So, we do not have great radar coverage of these. Is that the closest one? Okay, so cell looking to be forming just northwest of Lincoln. But yeah, we do have a tornado warning. Just places like Leonidas or Leonidas. I would not be surprised if you do get maybe a little continuation. Do have some very strong area of rotation. Not on the ground though, as of now. We're going to be live for probably the next hour. As if you guys don't know, I do live in Britain. So right now it is 9:25, so it's going to be like... Wow, this is a strong broad area of rotation at the moment. If this were to drop another tornado, it would most likely be a strong one. Just south of Athens, or Athens. And someone in chat who was called Nicole Stronia 2689, nice name, did just mention that there was a tornado. Like literally just put tornado. Thank you guys. Thank you for joining the stream. And yeah, that was actually a tornado in southwest Michigan. I don't know how long ago he sent. Actually, don't no. Okay, I think it was a couple minutes ago. Got somebody comment. Thank you so much for your comment. 4 severe warnings at the moment. 2 of these 4. South Oklahoma. Actually 2 cells on this western storm. New tornado warning, that probably will be a continuation, I would guess. It is, yeah. I called that just south of Union City. And this is a radar indicated storm. We'll just turn off the special weather statements. If I can finally do it right. Storm base polygon. Perfect. But yeah, another tornado warning, a continuation. Union City. It's good. Try and drop a tornado over the next 30 minutes or so. So yeah, so a strong air rotation just south of Athens or Athens. Most likely be Athens. This tornado warning is should be like that. Well, not like that, but it should be a little bit more northward. Actually, have to update that. The track of this is more north, just to the northwest of Union City, this broad area of rotation. Yes, I don't know what that is. But yeah, once again, Nicole has commented tornado. There was a tornado on the ground. I don't think it is now. I would have said it was just to the north of Centerville. We did just get a report, or quite a while ago, about around half an hour ago, in western or in St. Joseph County in southwest Michigan, and there is numerous reports of significant damage on the southwest side of Three Rivers. Storm chasers and emergency management confirmed multiple tornadoes touching down prior to the damage. So there was multiple tornadoes that dropped with the storm, and it still has that risk. This is a frankly, a incredible storm. It has just been so long tracked, and it's maintained its severeness, if you like, for the entire time. And that is my 600 milliliter water bottle already gone. Okay. I drank that way too fast. Let's just save the next one. But yeah, broad over rotation just south of Athens at the moment and west of Union City. We'll talk about these storms in Oklahoma. Got multiple storms. On the western storm, we actually do have two cells. These are looking increasingly more tornadic from near Paul's Valley. This one in Mills Creek looks to have slightly slightly weakened. But these storms look concerning at the moment, just south of Windswood and just north of Windward. And we do also have two severe or tornado watches. Get you turn off these Mesoscar discussions. That's the wrong thing. Boom. And click it. But we do have two tornado watches, one for including Oklahoma City, Dallas, McKinney, and Tulsa. We do have two severe thunderstorm warnings, but and look at just the sheer amount of storms developing. One a lot near Shawnee and southeast of the Oklahoma City area. One for McAllister. This warning did just get very much contained to northeast Mill Creek. All of these could become tornado. We could have a mini or a regional outbreak this evening. This northern node of storms have just started to bubble up now. As we speak, they are bubbling up. Do have right around a dozen storm chasers out there today. I will not most likely be sharing them. I'm pretty sure it's copyrighted. I think I can put them up, but you guys can most definitely watch them if you want. But yeah, the storm in southern Wisconsin still a big storm. Most likely not going to be an imminent tornado risk, but I mean, look at the area of rotation there, or the broad area of rotation. Let's not put it in properly. Perfect. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, Radar Amiga was having some pretty bad faults for a wee bit back there. So there was a tornado emergency, and most definitely wasn't. Unless something big changes on that. Did I say Wisconsin? It's in Michigan. If something does change on that Michigan storm, we will most likely go back to it, but is that something changing? What the freak was it? None of them are. I think this tornado warning just got. Oh no, so this warning went from golf ball size hail to 1 inch. That's a large hail core just northwest of Union City at the moment. Whoa. Jeez, I did not mean to do that. Okay, this is glitched. You did also get some wind damage report for that storm south of Dothan. We were just talking about that, or not just, around 50 minutes ago we were talking about this. And a call reporter reported a tree down along CR 36 in eastern Geneva County, time estimated by radar, and that's 8:45, or actually it won't be 8:45 over there, but right around an hour ago. We did have that severe thunderstorm warning. So I should go check back on this one. Some large hail just north of Union City. A large, quite a large board area of rotation. Some actually strong rotation on the storm just northwest of Union City. But yeah, once again, that is not the main risk for today. Wisconsin, or Michigan, sorry, is not the main risk today. It is Oklahoma, eastern Oklahoma, and going back into South Texas, or North Texas, sorry. This is our current SBC outlook. We do actually have a new one just got issued somewhere. In western Jacksonville, just west of Jacksonville, sorry. We'll actually get back to the SBC outlook after I just very briefly cover this. That is a severe thunderstorm warning capable of 1 unit size hail and 60 mph wind gust. That is west of Jacksonville. But yeah, if we look at the risk for today, we do have an enhanced risk where all nodes of severe weather are going to be possible. There's a little 10% risk and a 10% risk up there of tornadoes. If I actually look at the tornado risk now, rather than trying to show you that way, we'd have a large 10% from Springfield down into McKinney, and another one for these northern modes of storm, places like Kansas City, Manhattan. Also, the new tornado warning for this storm just been issued. Had like 5 tornado warnings in a row, and new damage report. Video sent in tornadoes hitting the Mernard store and lifted at least a portion of the roof off. On main building, their storage unit nearby was also damaged by the tornado. Debris seen flying. Okay, that's major. That is major damage from the storm. Okay, there could still be a tornado that develops with this. Just directly on Union City at the moment. That data is just a little bit old. Try to use this one. A little border of rotation, nothing that interesting though. But yeah, we do, the main risk for today is going to be some large hail. That's not that thing. For some large hail, we could see storms produce baseball sized hail. Not wind, but base. Here we go. So, significant damage to cars and vehicles and homes are definitely going to be a possibility. Baseball sized hail is definitely large hail. And also a small hatched risk area, places like Kansas City, Des Moines, and Cedar Rapids. Let me just go back for this tornado warning. But yeah, we did literally just get a report. It's actually quite a significant port just south of Three Rivers. A video sent a tornado hitting the Mernard store and lifted at least a portion of the roof. What's that? It's got a new severe warning. This is a continuation for that storm over near Pauls Valley, even up into Shawnee. Large hail, some damage and wind gusts, and potentially a little tornado with these. We are starting to see loads of storm, absolutely loads of storms starting to bubble up. You turn that off. A lot of storms starting to bubble up now. But yeah, we do have a tornado warning for southwest Albion. This was producing, well, it did produce multiple tornadoes. These weren't weak by any means, though. We're having strong, or some sort of couplet. We just got a new warning. I don't know what that's for. Let's zoom out and we can see. Pretty sure this one just sort of glitched. But yeah, there was, or there is still some strong irritation west of Union City at the moment. I don't think there's a tornado on the ground. Damn, okay, that's interesting. I mean, if that's matching up, there is a tornado on the ground. I mean, that's a strong rotation there, and frankly, a massive debris ball. Okay, this could be a tornado on the ground in Union City. This storm has been ridiculous. It's just produced so much. It should have been like 50 miles of just continued, 100 mile. This could be on the ground. I think this is most likely on the ground in Union City. Union City. Most likely a tornado on the ground in Union City. Do you have strong rotation? Show you that. Right over Union City. Actually, a little bit less confident there's a tornado on the ground. I think correlation's just having a bit of a thing there. Like if that did match up with the velocity, that'd be frankly a massive tornado on the ground. But yeah, all our storms are bubbling up in our main area now. We're starting to see some supercells developing. Pole Valley, Wynwood. We're starting to develop now. A lot of cells developing once again. If you actually look at this for the long, you see how so many storms have been developing. Over the sort of half an hour, or actually this is more like an hour and 40 minutes. A lot of storms developing just southwest of the Oklahoma City area. Strong tornadoes are possible out of these. I think a storm's actually gone through Oklahoma City. Yeah, Oklahoma City, especially the west side, is placing a lot of stormy activity. Actually, if you look at Storm Chaser, Edgar O'Neill out there.
How far? How long? I'm just planning for the future right now.
Okay, a lot of sounds. Sorry if that was loud. We just got a new warning. One up near Lincoln, west of Lincoln and north of Springfield. Some damaging wind gusts possible over this storm. Damaging wind gusts heading their way into Mason City over at the next couple moments. Is that not plugged in? Seriously? Okay. We have some straight line damaging winds in Mason City. Sorry. We also do have the severe warning down in Jacksonville. The entirety of the country is just seeing severe storms from Florida, Oklahoma. Insane. Storms developing over from Florida. This is frankly just an insane day. The storms just everywhere today. Literally everywhere. From Jacksonville, Florida, going into Oklahoma, going into not Wisconsin. I always get that mixed up. Look at that, just development. That's actually quite satisfying to watch on the radar. All these just convective bubble ups, loads of them, rather than a Folkestone. Okay, let's go back up to this tornado warning. Just southwest of Albany. northwest of Union City now. The rotation is still, or this is a couple minutes ago, so the rotation would be right here at the moment. Okay, I don't know why it does that. Okay, there's a tornado observed now. A tornado has been observed by weather spotters, so there's now a tornado on the ground. A tornado is on the ground by weather spotters. West of Tech Onsha, a tornado is on the ground. Northwest of Union City, a tornado is on the ground. Just northwest of Union City, have just got a report. If you click this once again, two repeat tornadoes on the ground, and we can look here and see weather spotters confirmed that it's a tornado. This storm has been ridiculous. I mean, it's probably produced like 5 or 6 tornadoes at this point. In South Michigan, this wasn't even really. Michigan wasn't anywhere near the risk today. There's a marginal risk, but I mean, whenever you think that's what happens in the marginal risk, I mean, this enhanced risk is, yeah, it's bad. We have once again tornadoes on the ground, just northwest of Union City, heading into Tech Onsha, just south of Burlington. So it'll be hitting the south side of Burlington, the north side of Tekonsha, and heading into the long-term direction of North Homer and South Alban. Once again, a tornado has been. Do we get a new alert? Or... Sometimes it does that noise just for fun. I don't know. Yeah, I just did that noise for fun. Where was the? I don't really know. Do we get any warnings from them? This is so confusing. Okay, once again, I think it just likes to do that noise. But yeah, this is a observed tornado in Tekonsha, or just northwest of town, and northeast of Union City. A tornado's on the ground. At least of a couple minutes ago by weather spotters. Let me get that in the middle of the screen. Tornadoes on the ground. Tornadoes once again on the ground just west of Tekonsha and northeast of Union City. That is of a couple minutes ago by a trained weather spotter. You can also look at these storms just south of Oklahoma City. I mean, these storms have been popping off recently. They've been like popcorn in a microwave. They've just been blowing up. Blowing up. You can see all these storms just, I mean, they've really just been able to develop in today's atmosphere. They've been taking full advantage of the atmosphere. Obviously, today was actually quite a conditional risk. Would storms develop? Because this morning we do have storms out there. Could the atmosphere re re-intensify? Because all of them storms moved through, took all of the Cape and all of that out of the atmosphere. But now it looks to be back. We do have loads of storms just southwest or southeast, sorry, of the Oklahoma City area. We do have 2 severe thunderstorm warnings. This northern one just east of Pure Cell and in places like Warnett, where we do have some hail reaching up to a quarter sized, and also in the southern storm and 60 mile an hour wind gust with both. Once again, there is a tornado on the ground just southwest of Albion. This was spotted by a trained weather spotter. This is just northwest of Teconcha. At least of a couple minutes ago. It was confirmed, you can see here, confirmed by weather spotters. So yeah, this storm has been frankly the most, um, it's just been long track. We've had tornado reports north of Goshen. It's gone from South Bend. You can actually look at this on radar. The last, probably gonna need at least 75 frames. See the storm's evolution. Actually, look at the southern radar. Look here. So you can see here, and then one tornado, another tornado, a PDF tornado, and another one. This has just been producing a tornado. It really started to go there, and then obviously the southern side. We've had multiple tornadoes. It's been like half a dozen at this point. This is possibly our seventh tornado of this storm. We did get a new warning. This I think. Oh yeah. Just south of Albany at the moment. We do once again have loads of storms developing in the Florida area. If we play this through, not 75 frames, but we can do 7. See a lot of storms just east of Tallahassee at the moment. That's not what we want. But a lot of storms been developing in the Florida region. I want 7 frames. Should be good now. Got a lot of storms just east of Perry. We do get a new warning. Oh, okay, this storm, this severe warning just north of Pauls Valley just got shrunk a little bit. This one north of Springfield at the moment, mostly just producing some damaging wind, maybe some isolated large hail. Mason City and Petersburg. But yeah, today's risk is a enhanced risk. There's a 10% risk of tornadoes. That does mean a 10% risk within a 25-mile radius. We could easily see a couple strong tornadoes. We've already seen one in South Michigan. That's not the most likely place that we would have seen it today. We have had a 30% hail risk, and we just got some new reports coming. There's a tornado on the ground, and just southwest of Union City, we have storm chaser video confirmed tornado near Union City location, estimated by radar. So there has been just like at least 5 tornadoes that has been produced by this warning over the last hour and a half to 2 hours. Been frankly a crazy storm. But yeah, we do have a 30% hail risk. Does mean baseball sized hail is possible. And we do have some damaging wind gust risk, where damaging wind gust could reach upwards to 80 miles an hour. But yeah, we do have 2 separate areas of severe or tornado watches, one including Oklahoma City and north of Dallas and entire eastern Oklahoma, and this one for the northern storms. This one just south of Albany just got updated. I think he just got a hail tag now. But yeah, these northern storms have got their own tornado watch, including Boone, Fort Dodge, Great Bend, and Manhattan. These stars are starting to go up. This is still the most imminent risk over near Oklahoma. We've had loads of cells developing. This is a classic thing that happens. Storms start to develop, they become more tornadic, and they eventually end up producing a tornado. Just the sheer amount of storms out that developed over a short period of time just shows you how favourable today's environment is, not only for strong severe storms or strong to severe storms, but also to also for tornadoes as well. They have a lot of shear out there. And also, there isn't actually a lot of storms over in Florida. This one, just west of Jacksonville, is tagged for 1 inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. Seen loads of storms just bubbling. It's been like putting popcorn in a microwave. I mean, that is insane just to watch. So many, so many bubble ups. It's been, I mean, that's insane to watch. Yeah, we still do have a confirmed tornado warning just southwest of Albany and northeast of Union City, going just northeast of, or northeast of Teconshire at the moment. This is still observed tornado warning. I won't be surprised if it's lifted, but it's still observed, as we did have multiple reports just west of Union City. We did have this one southwest, and this was Storm Chaser video confirmed tornado. This did just got updated. Um, I don't know why it got updated, but it got updated. Southwest of Union City. Storm Chaser video confirmed tornado near Union City. Location estimated based on radar. And we also did have this one east of Athens and just northwest, northwest of Union City. And this was a report by the public. But yeah, this storm has been, frankly, an insane storm. It's produced loads of tornadoes, right around 6 or 7, potentially even 8 tornadoes at this point. Such a long track storm. Right then, guys, I am going to go get some water. Just bear with me with 1 sec, and I'll see you all in right around 1 moment. And I'll just stop the stream. Right then, so our second smart water this evening has just been obtained. This storm just south of Oklahoma City has just been upgraded to ping pong ball size tail. Going over 1 at the moment. But yeah, we'll most likely be live for the next 20 minutes or so. Obviously, I do live in Britain, so um, it's coming. It's 10 o'clock at the moment, so we can do this for a little bit longer. And then, if you guys do need more coverage, and go check out Matt's Velocity or Vine Hall. They are brilliant at what they do. But I'm better at the moment, so don't watch them at the moment. But yeah, storm just north of Springfield, producing some damaging wind gusts. Just going over Mason City. The storm just south of Albany, producing some hail. I don't know what storm that's on. But apparently 1 inch sized hail. That is spotter, sorry. Train spotter reported quarter sized hail. This storm in Albion is still tornado warned. It's still observed. I don't think there's a tornado on the ground. To just get ordered. But I don't believe there's a tornado on the ground at the moment. There was. Why does this keep on? Oh, it just keeps on making noise. You don't have to update. Multiple severe storms bubbling up in Oklahoma at the moment. One its sized tail at the moment, and some damaging wind gusts. But yeah, we are seeing so many storms developing. Absolutely loads. The southeast of Oklahoma City. Got a couple of storm chasers out there. Wondering whether they'll be going to that northern storm that they're on now, or if they'll go down to the southern storm. This is more of a, or just like, not an imminent tornado risk. It just says tornado possible. Tag on it. Look at that with the velocity. Maybe somewhere, but the sort of supercell like storm just north of Shawnee, I think will be the better storm. But yeah, once again, we do have 2 tornado watches. This one, which includes the entirety of eastern Oklahoma and North Texas, and this one for the northern major storm places on Des Moines, going into Hutchins. We have a look. A lot of storms beginning to develop, and nothing not as impressive as the storms down in Oklahoma. These are going to start to develop a little bit later on. But yeah, definitely watch out if you're in this watch. This one, more of an imminent risk actually. We've already got loads of storms just east and south of the Oklahoma City area. Still have got the storm just southwest of Albion. It doesn't look to be producing a tornado, but still just some mammoth hail. Mammoth hail. I think that should be more like ping pong balls this time. You can look at this storm on 3D on the Radar Amiga app. Quite jazzy. Actually, look at the volumetric 3D. If you want to, let's not look at that. Let's actually look at the echo tops for these storms. There you go. It's about 35,000 or 42,000. So this is definitely a tall cloud. Definitely a tall storm. Is this a storm over near Chicago? Or is it just some big cloud? Just have a look. Oh yeah, maybe a line of storms moving through southwest Chicago at the moment. Oops. Reducing some damaging wind. Surprised that isn't a severe one, to be honest. But yeah, loads of storms beginning to develop over in Oklahoma City, south and west. But if you guys are liking the coverage so far, I'd be greatly appreciated if you could subscribe to the channel. We are going to be doing more stuff like this through tornado season. We did just get a new warning for this northern storm. That's like one of the biggest ones I've ever seen. In Chandler, east of Oklahoma City, Newalla, McLeod. So they've issued this not just for a particular storm. Where is that? Okay, so this tornado warning just got downgraded to radar indicated, so it's no longer observed. It's no longer on the ground, most likely. But yeah, this is once again not just for one storm; it's for multiple storms. This storm just west of Prague, this storm east of the Oklahoma City area, and this one to the southwest and to the east of Norman. But yeah, this tornado warning, which has been observed for quite a while, has just been downgraded. So it's most likely lifted now. Well, I think it's been lifted for quite a while now. Just the warning didn't change. A lot of storms just east of the Oklahoma City area could produce a tornado and some larger hail and some damaging wind gusts. Once again, we'd have a 30% risk of some damaging hail where we could see a storm produce up to baseball sized hail. Both these storm chasers are moving to the northern storm. So yeah, this severe thunderstorm warning isn't just for one particular storm. It's for all these. This one just south of Chandler, this one east of the Oklahoma City area, and this one to the southeast and also just east of Norman. May have a storm firing up over near Tulsa at the moment. Not really. But yeah, we've got loads of storms trying to develop or are currently developing. You can see that this is about around an hour and a half ago. A lot of storms developing. You can see how favourable the environment is for storm development. You can see how rapid it is. Strong tornadoes are possible. We'd have a 10% risk. It's actually just a bit east, but anywhere in the brown areas, in the green areas, we could see a tornado. We could even see a strong tornado. I mean, this has just been proven by the storm up in Michigan. I mean, this has probably produced upwards to 2 strong tornadoes. We are actually starting to see some storms develop behind it. I hope these don't go down the same path as the storm just to the south of Albion at the moment, because that would mean a lot more tornadoes and a lot more strong tornadoes. We also do have a line of storms moving through Chicago. Maybe a very small risk of a embedded tornado in this line, but strong wind gusts might be reaching 60 miles an hour at some points. Pretty sure this one just got long. Also, storm just south of Albany, sorry. Still warned for 1 inch sized hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. We did have a report, and this was a report of 1 inch sized hail. Train storms past a reported quarter sized hail. Camilla. A lot of storms firing up in Florida at the moment. Today's risk is just, I mean, everywhere is just favourable for thunderstorms at this point. But yeah, 10% risks. Once again, we do have a 30% risk of damaging hail. This could reach easily up to baseball, potentially larger in this 30% hatched risk area. That's not what I meant to do. If you actually see here the intensity hail event, which is a supercell event with a 2% 2% plus, or not 2%, 2-inch size hail and plus. Got a new warning just southwest of Oklahoma City at the moment, in Chickasha. Just loads of storms developing once again. We will quickly go through the wind risk as well. And it will be for these northern modes of storms where some isolated storms could produce upwards to 70 mph wind gusts. Yeah, this is definitely a big day today. This is only the opening stages. We're nowhere near to the peak. The peak's probably going to be in anywhere from about half an hour where these storms are fully mature. So all through the evening. And the evening and into tonight will be mostly at wind risk. Could see a couple of tornadoes, so we can actually have a look at the HRRR model. Currently, we just got a new warning. Was it a... okay, for the storm up in Michigan, I don't think it's tornado one anymore. But we can look at this. The reflectivity. If I take this through to now, we do have large or supercells developing just east of the Oklahoma City area, and some storms developing in this northern area. As we move later on, we do have a large area of supercells developing in eastern Oklahoma and northwest or northeast Texas. Sorry, all of these could produce some very large hail, upwards to baseball-sized hail, and a couple tornadoes. This eastern risk will get going in about half an hour's time, produce some damaging wind and some hail. We can say the initial storms that develop will be more hail and tornado risks. And then as we go into later on in the afternoon, evening, this will mostly be a hail risk, but an isolated tornado is not going to be ruled out. We'd have a 10% risk, and then this will become fully wind as we do go later on into the evening, or into tonight. We do just have loads of cells on this southern node of storms, moving all the way into tonight. And I just want to mention as well, this tornado warning has officially been cancelled, or not been cancelled, but it's now a severe thunderstorm warning. So this could finally be the demise of the storm in Michigan. It's been a long track storm. A lot of tornadoes out of this, possibly upwards to 8. Pretty sure he's got a new warning. We didn't, but there's currently 3 thunderstorm watches. Oh yeah, not watches, but warnings. There's this one for this storm just south of Chandler at the moment, and then this bigger one for the storm east of Oklahoma City, east of Choctaw and north, also west of Harrah, and this storm just south of New Orleans. This large area of some larger hail and a tornado possible just to the south of Tamusa, and also this storm just to the southwest of Chickasha. Oh, and this new severe warning for Pauls Valley. We got so many warnings out there. No warnings for this northern mode of storms. We do also have a new warning for some damaging wind gusts moving into Bloomington with 0.88 inch sized hail. Do we just get a new warning? 11. No, I don't think so. This tornado warning will run out pretty soon here. At 30 minutes past 4:30. But yeah, guys, we can't really go on much further. It's 10 o'clock where I am, so it's quite late. But if you guys did like this stream, it would be really appreciated if you could subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. But we're not going to go off now. It's going to do a little bit more. I'm just going to give a brief breakdown of what's going to be happening, what's happened, and then we should be good. But anyway, today we do have an enhanced risk anywhere from Des Moines down into Dallas, North Dallas. If we look at the tornado risk, we do have two areas of a 10% risk just northwest of Kansas City, and this one going from Springfield down into Fort Smith. Also, a large 5% going from Milwaukee into Oklahoma, Dallas, and Little Rock, and Davenport into places like Des Moines. Um, the hail risk is going to be one of the main risks where an isolated storm could produce baseball-sized hail. A big risk there. Some a damaging wind risk for these more northern node of storms, as these do produce, or as these do go into a more linear line of storms later this evening. So right now we do have two tornado watches, one for these northern storms, one for these southern storms. All of these could produce some tornadoes. The main risk right now is just south and west of Oklahoma City. We do have some storm tracers coming down to this southern storms as well. And this has been the main thing that's been going on this evening. We have had a storm in southern Michigan producing upwards to 7 or 8 tornadoes. Some of these have been long tracked. We've had glitching with radar meter. That's been quite ridiculous. Loads of storms over in Florida as well. This one just south of Albany, some larger hail, or 1 inch sized hail, and some damaging wind, and a load of storms over near Jacksonville. All just been bubbling up. Also, the storm just north of Springfield has been producing some damaging wind, and this one over near Chicago. Line of storms with some damaging wind gusts. But yeah, these storms can, if they materialise, which most likely they will over the next half an hour, they will be tornado producers, potentially a strong tornado. It's just so possible in today's environment. Some storms once again developing in this northern risk. Not looking too concerning though at the moment. Yeah, this has just been an insane storm over near Michigan. I mean, it's occluding now. It's actually finally occluding. It's been like 3 hours with this thing. It's been insane. But we do have multiple storms to the east of Oklahoma City. This one just northeast of Choctaw. This one just south of Hara, and this one to the east of Norman and east of Noble. We have this one to the south of Chickasha, producing some 1 inch sized hail and some 60 mile an hour wind gusts. Pauls Valley looking like 1 inch and 60 mile an hour wind gusts, and Tamaska or Tecumseh. Once again, a tornado possible, 1.5 inch sized hail and 60 mile an hour wind gusts, and the storm east of Chanda producing 60 mile an hour wind gusts and 1 inch sized hail. A new warning has been issued on the Shawnee storm, or the Tecumseh storm. Tecumseh storm, sorry. So many warnings. I mean, they're all overlapping. It's actually ridiculous how many warnings are. They're all severe warned at the moment. We have 8 severe warnings. Or is it not 9 now? I think it's 9. But yeah, if you guys have liked today's stream, I'd be greatly appreciated if you could subscribe. This risk is going to go a lot more into this evening. Strong tornadoes are a possibility this evening. Some very, very large hail, some damaging wind gusts, a few tornadoes once again, large hail, all a possibility this evening. Just one final roundup, we do have some storms east of Oklahoma City, all producing 60 mile an hour wind gusts and 1 inch sized hail. We do have this northern mode of storms. These don't look to have fully developed yet. They are bubbling up. They have been bubbling up over the last little while. And also, we do have this storm to the north of Springfield, which has been producing some larger wind gusts, or some high wind gusts, 60 mile an hour wind gusts. We do have this storm in Jackson at the moment. This has been the main story in Michigan at the moment. We've had 7 or 8 different tornadoes. Some of these have been strong. I see a couple of reports just north of Union City or right around Union City. A couple of reports there. There was one about a shop roof being blown off, so very significant. I've had a couple of severe storms down in Florida, and this one's just south of Albany, producing 1 inch sized hail. But yeah, this threat's only going to grow this evening. Um, um, where was the tornado warning? If it loads on the map, we can just quickly go through that. If it shows up. Might have just been a severe warning. I'm not fully sure that was a tornado warning. I don't know what that was. If it pops up in like a minute, we'll cover it, but let's look at these storms, see if there were any rotation on them. Not looking like anything that would need a tornado warning necessarily, but yeah, now we can officially stop being live. If you did like today's live stream, I'd be greatly appreciated if you could subscribe. And I will catch you all in the next video. We'll most likely be doing a video tomorrow on the severe risk in Texas and going up into the northeast, and we'll most likely be doing a short on that video as well. And I will see you all in the next live stream. Bye bye.